Retro anime. How did we find it? How does it hold up? Unpacking the ins and outs of being an old school nerd and proving that 80s kids can't remember a damn thing right. These are the mindless midlife musings of the anime nerd.
Welcome to Mindless Midlife Musings of the Anime Nerd. I'm Rick, and I'm joined by the rest of our panel, Brian, Lynette, and Vic. Hello, everyone.
What's up, people?
Hello, hello.
Well, today we have some fun and discuss another one of our panelists' top 10 anime of all time. Up next is Brian.
Yeah.
We've been friends since the late 1900s, and I gotta tell you,
I
did not like the way you started it off.
That hurts.
I am
Ah.
very much looking
That gave
forward
me
to
chest
discussing your top
palpitations.
10.
You just added more gray. You just added more gray to my
Oh
hair.
my
I
god.
can't get any grayer.
I aged. It's like I grabbed the wrong cup in
You're all very
Indiana
welcome.
Jones. Now
You chose poorly.
Like I feel like I need to grab a erectile dysfunction pill just for saying that, just to feel better about
Ouch.
myself.
I wouldn't
Well,
go that
you know,
far, Brian. Not
It
that old.
depends.
oh Lord.
I got that.
Man, all
we
right.
must all be poised for this situation.
Have we decided what we? And apparently we need to think about this. What happens when we become elderly?
We don't discuss that.
We'll have to change the name of the show. Yeah.
Man, way to hit us. Way to hit us.
All right. So I am very much looking forward to discussing your top 10. Are you ready?
I have been ready. No, I have to be honest. I have to be
All right.
honest. Until we met on earlier this week, I
Yeah.
did not have a finalized list until I talked to you. And
Yeah.
as I was talking to you, I was like, well, I talked to him now. He has work to do. I guess this is it.
It's locked in. We're done.
Locked in. But
Oh, man.
I can say that this list truly, I have a different, I don't know. I don't want to say different take on anime, but
I mean, you did
anime
like
seems-
Ponyo.
that's a different take. That's a different
It
take.
is. It is a
But
different
this felt like it was more of a guide to understanding Brian as opposed to like top 10.
Well, I mean, that's fair. Mine was comfort food, so I totally get it.
Yeah. So
Understanding and appreciating these anime is like a deconstruction of your personality.
yeah, I
All
could
right.
definitely say that.
Tight. Let's do it. All right. Take the reins,
All right.
sir.
Okay. All right. I feel it's important that before I start with even my honorable mentions, I need to talk about anime that will never be on my top 10 list.
Uh-oh.
That's fair. All right. I like it.
That's fair. I'm not even going to give, the first one that will never be on my top 10 list is Akira. I'm saying that because if just in case it's on somebody else's list, I want these negative points to be assigned to it.
Well,
To
Brian,
remove them.
remember,
Well, Akira talked about negative and positive, so it equaled out. It's fine. It's good.
We've had a
may
couple
the ghost of
submissions.
Tetsuo haunt you.
We've had a couple submissions through the online forum that we're going to be posting, and it's on there a couple times. Just saying.
Who hurt them? This is my first question. Who hurt them? Who did this to them? You know you can't recover. All right. The second one that will never, ever be on my list is Samurai Showdown.
Okay, you know what? I'm good with that.
That's fair.
Okay.
It's very fair. I think
That deserves a...
we gave it a fair shake. We really did.
Yeah. And the third one that will never be on my list, basic on wood spurs alone, 3x3 Eyes.
Somehow I knew that was coming.
But
You'll never be on his list, but it's mentioned on 80% of our shows.
As a cautionary tale.
as a cautionary tale. All right.
All right.
So, now we're going to go through our honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions.
The first one that's on my honorable mentions is Berserk.
Okay, wait. I just gotta for clarification.
The
Which
three-part
Berserk?
the three-part OVA.
The Golden
The
Age.
3 parts of the Golden Age arc.
Like one of my favorite movies of all time is Kingdom of Heaven.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt this one had it, but on the grand anime scale, but just God, just when you look at it, it's wonderfully done. But not
Yeah.
just that, the story between the protagonist and then Guts, and then how he goes against. I don't want to ruin it for the people who haven't seen it, but
Right.
it really does strike a nerve with me, especially when you see how much shit this man has to deal with.
Great. I'm just gonna add on. People should avoid the 2017 follow-up because it was animated horribly.
I'll give you
Well,
that.
I haven't seen it. I have to watch it.
And if you want the expanded version of those 3 OAV, those not even OAVs, they're movies. They were released theatrically.
Yeah.
Brian, there is the memorial edition that was released right after the author died, and they actually took the 3 movies and expanded it across 12 episodes.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
it's got new scenes, recycled scenes, of course, from the movie. It's an expanded version of the 3 movies.
Like when they actually go into hell, that's that part right there.
The eclipse. Oh, yes, it's expanded on.
Interesting.
Oh man,
I'm gonna have to add it to the list.
And
look.
some scary details were actually in there that probably qualified it, hentai-like.
Oh my.
Like this one goes from like Lord of the Rings to I don't even want to. What would be the juxtaposition to where it goes to?
This is always my example of no matter how bad your day can be, it can always
It
get
can
worse.
be worse. I'll give you that. The next one on my list is, of course, Macross Plus.
I will give you that too.
All of them are something that I feel strongly to because of the friendships that I formed over the years. But we were really into our adolescence when this one came out, so it's bonded with me as a result. And then when you get that plus the awesome animation and the Veritex, and not just that, but the progression of the Veritech. For me,
We'll
this felt
forgive you
like
for saying Veritech.
fair enough.
That's fair.
For
Go
me,
on.
this felt like the difference between Star Trek and Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Gotcha. Yeah. Like they upped the ante. Yeah, just everything about it, like budgetarily, writing wise, like everything was elevated. It felt like with the Next Generation that you were it was a whole new ball game. And yeah, I agree. It feels like that way with Macross Plus as well. And yeah, it's very much Top Gun in space.
Absolutely.
That'll do it.
I have zero complaints.
Yeah,
and
no.
my
Excellent
next and
choice.
final honorable mention is Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to go into detail a little bit further on why it's not on my list
Yeah.
later.
Okay.
But just know that this one right here, it hits. I love the animation. I love the whole. Me personally, I love the pain arc. You know, when he just says, "We're the most powerful nation out of all the clans," and then he just comes in there and says, "And now you shall know pain, bitch."
Now,
I mean,
so Shippuden, this is the one this is the second Naruto series.
Right.
yeah, this is the after the time skip, of course.
Gotcha. Yeah, they're all
Right.
aged up.
I did power watch a huge chunk of this.
Mhm.
And the problem I've always hated is that they tend to have like huge filler arcs.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
that
yeah.
killed it for me both times I've attempted to watch.
Believe it or not, that's actually what killed it for me. And why I couldn't bring it into
Why it didn't make the cut?
why I didn't make the cut, because there's just way too much that you can say, okay, this is cool, but then so much of it is fluff, and I'm not one who particularly enjoys the fluffer scenes when it comes to
Yeah.
certain things in life.
No.
I like meat and potatoes. I like that.
Oh.
Mhm.
And I believe a lot of what I have put on my top 10, you can get through without much fluff. And I'm happy about that. But that's
Mhm.
actually the reason why it's not on my top 10.
Okay.
Right. If the filler were good, that'll be one thing, but
Or added anything.
once the
Yeah.
filler goes in a totally different direction, it kills it for me.
I agree with that
And now,
statement.
is this a particularly long series? Is this like a One Piece level
500 episodes.
fun?
Yeah,
I've
and I
watched
stopped at
all
55.
500. It's pretty
Holy
good.
shit!
Yeah, I
Yeah.
power watched it after a Comic-Con actually, and I hit like
Yeah.
255 in like a month, and it's like, oh, yeah, filler. And I looked it up, and it was like 40, 50 something episode. I was like, done.
There needs to be a website, and maybe we should start one. And by we, I mean not me, but someone should start a website that does that for all anime, filler
There
anime.
are websites, but it's like
We need a
I shouldn't have to skip
comprehensive.
massive chunks.
We need the Mr. Skin of filler. We need somebody.
What's a
just
title I
like,
haven't heard of forever?
You need episode 8. You can skip all the way to the 10-minute mark. You'll get 2 minutes of important exposition, and then keep
Right.
going. Like
Right.
that's we need the inverse. We need the Mr. Skin for filler. That's what I want. I want it. Somebody make it.
Panel, are you guys ready? We're about to get into the nitty-gritty right now.
I am ready.
In number 10, we have Solo Leveling. I know that this is a young anime. I
It is.
know
Young just
that
finished season 2.
Right.
Mhm.
But the things that they are doing in it, I am 100% behind. As a gamer
Oh.
myself,
Yeah,
a
and
gamer
combat
myself-
is phenomenal.
combat is phenomenal, but the inner monologue and sometimes outer monologue that he thinks that nobody else hears him. But I've done that, both inner and outer. Build crafting is really important to me, and I think they do a great job here. Something like this and like Rise of the Legend of the Shield Hero, they both do it pretty well. But I really love the way they do it here from this aspect.
I enjoyed this one a lot. I did. I only recently picked it up, but once I started it, I binged the entire thing. It was very
Yeah.
kinetic.
Right, and
It's
I
got
agree with
really
Yeah.
good pacing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
great pacing. Even what you would think would be a filler arc actually gives you
Has
some
purpose.
great exposition in it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I'm really happy with what they're done with it. From a build crafter, it's really important to me. Man, they get some really great shit. And my typical class that I play starts off assassin. Either assassin or rogue or somebody who deals with the shadows. And this is just animated beautifully, especially with how do you get past armor. This does it
Yeah.
great.
Mhm.
So this is one of the songs.
Can you
Um,
expand on that for me, Brian, a little bit? Just as a for the lay people, build crafting. How does solo leveling represent that to you?
All right. So build crafting is really about what do you have in your inventory and then how do you make it work to be not just really good, but to take down unbelievable bosses. And you find out that sometimes what you have actually bisects a lot of the a lot of mechanics that can go in the game. And you could pretty much break a game with the most random things that you would think you'll put together. You know, um, I feel build crafting is more like Snape doing a potion as opposed to Hermione doing a potion. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snape,
Sort of life
yeah,
hacky.
life hacking, and
Yeah.
and does a great job with it. Um, as I said, I am typically a rogue or some type of assassin character or ranged DPS or burst DPS, and nobody does it better than this man right here. And then when he upgrades, there's a learning curve but the learning curve here is much different in terms of like filler arcs. Like say Naruto learning how to do the Rasengan, much different. It did not take him. No, I need to do this. Okay, I have this. I need to level it up. They don't show him leveling up. They do a really quick level up, and boom, there you go. This does it great.
Yeah,
So,
it keeps the tempo up. It keeps your attention, keeps you interested.
yeah.
I will be very interested to see where they go with the next season, because this felt very closing as an arc in the second season. He'd accomplished the major goals, his entire like reason, for participating in this, and even accepting his situation. So I would try not to spoil, but spoil.
Yeah,
So
I
I'll
was
be
gonna
very
bring up something too.
I'll be very curious to see how they go with this in season 3. I forget the Korean word for the manga, but apparently it's fantastic. And I can, speaking for myself, the anime, I agree with you, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And
know
it's so
when he
young.
accomplished one of his goals in season 2 and he
Yeah.
got a bit emotional.
Yeah.
The internet actually annoyed me because some people are like, "Oh God, it's a waste of time. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have gotten that emotional." It's like, piss off, people.
Yeah, man, let him
They've
have his moment.
obviously never played D&D and had to suffer through building their character, building
Right.
that experience,
Yeah.
going through that. That's painful.
Yeah.
That's like months of working with that. And then when you finally do it, I had many a chocolate popcorn night when I was able to do that. You know, you get so excited. You're
I
just
didn't.
like, oh, this is the best thing. And then you just can't play anymore because you're in that spot, right?
I didn't mention this, but this is exactly what I would love to happen during my top 10. Just us, everybody feeding into it. Especially Rick, if it's something that's been on your list as well. I would love to have just praising the things that they do right in this one, as opposed to what. Yeah,
I was just gonna say, this anime is on fire. The
Mm-hmm.
whole of the friggin' internet is behind this anime. Like, I haven't heard much negativity at all about it. It seems like everyone's on board for this ride. This is gearing up to be the next big thing. DBZ, Naruto, whatever. Like, it has all the DNA necessary for that kind of
Mhm.
victory.
or from where they have it going currently, manga wise.
Yeah.
Don't spoil it.
I know it's going to go past where we think it's going to go. It's going to go further,
Yeah.
and where they're going manga wise, the next step of it is even better than what we're currently seeing. So I have a lot of help for this.
I'm very excited to see where it goes. I was a latecomer to this, but I'm really glad I hopped on board. It was a wild ride.
Yeah.
Are we ready for the next one?
Sure are.
Number 9, we have One Punch Man.
I love the intro song for the first season. It
Yeah.
is so 80s hair metal.
But not just that. It's so freaking hilarious. For me, this is my Project Eiko.
Nice.
I can see
Right.
that because the show is just fun.
Yeah.
But it's making fun of so much shit.
Yeah.
And then it breaks it in such a way that it just, oh man. Like the fight when he's fighting against Supersonic and he just taps him on the nut. Oh my god. And he just, can you see me? He just looks at him. Can I go now? This face is so much how I can go through life. Like, you're doing so much, and I'm just like,
I think one of my favorite moments in this anime is, and I included it in your clip show, is the mosquito episode. The mosquito episode, it was just that was my life. It was like watching my life. This, you can feel like you're in complete control. You can have all this power in the world, and something so minute and mundane can absolutely wreck your entire day. It's just this brilliant sequence that I loved this. This whole anime is fantastic. It was just a great wild ride.
We realize that so many of the reactions that we have, we would think we would have the monopoly on it, or it's such a Western concept,
Yeah.
you know. Like for instance, Monty Python or Mel Brooks,
Mm-hmm.
and then it gets real,
Yeah.
really quick.
Yeah.
We would think that humor is something that we have, but they do the equation that they put in there for humor
Yeah.
and when to unleash it. I am a fan because honestly speaking, this is what it is to understand my humor. It's like I'm going to do something awesome.
Yeah.
Right next to it is going to be something hilarious.
Yeah,
So
the comedic timing in this anime is really great, and they do an excellent job of expectation subversion, which I always appreciate. I always appreciate an anime that can surprise me, and it consistently does that.
a giant scene where he kills his brother by accident.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. This kind of stuff is what makes this anime really great.
Oh man, there's so much. There's so much. If you want to see awesome animation but laugh your ass off, this is it.
Yeah, I agree. It's without a doubt.
Absolutely.
The next one for me, at number 8, Yurotsuki Doji, Legend of the Overpain.
You have some explaining to do.
I was wondering if this kind of stuff would make the list on anyone's
Well,
list.
and, honestly speaking, from a hentai aspect of it,
Yeah.
who doesn't feel like their Wang can destroy populations? Who doesn't feel like that? Who doesn't want to feel like, man? All right, so one of the moments as when this came out, and I'm telling you, Vic and Rick are going to co-sign on this one immediately. Is when we were in high school, we
What do
didn't
you mean
know
in
how to
high
dance.
school? We watched this as full-grown adults.
Yeah,
Wink,
yeah.
wink.
When we were full grown adults in high school, and we watched this, and we watched this. Go ahead, Brian. As I
Didn't
remember,
we-
we had to get a
we-
VHS mail order because it was the only way you could do this.
All right, but the Ferris wheel, we remember turning that into a dance. So look, this one is near and dear to my heart. It's one of the first intros into the hentai genre.
Yeah, this
Man,
this hentai did not fuck around. Without a doubt.
Well, it kind of did, but
Yeah, it
They were very, very clear in their marketing that who this was for. They did not mess around. But yeah, I mean, those 3 movies, the trilogy, basically, they're seasons of a series, I guess is the correct way to look at it. Seasons of an OVA they're insane. So what is it, Brian, about the Overfiend series that made it push it into your top 10?
all right, I am a huge fan of the whole chosen person aspect.
Mhm.
Like Luke Skywalker or Paul Atreides.
Mhm.
I love that aspect as it related to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And 3,000 years, we're either going to make the world great, or going to make the world bad. Well,
The
You
thing
know-
I'll give this is that the creature design is insane. Like
Yeah.
they
Oh,
don't. It is every nightmare come to life, and I don't know if I should be concerned about the mangaka that made it or if I should be praising him. But
yeah,
there's
some of the body horror in this is just
yeah, and I
oh yeah.
There was one scene I wish I could find again and have it is when he's doing the tri-tip penis, but it looks like a
Yeah.
damn Gatling gun.
Oh yeah. That's
It's
Demon Womb. That's the first part of the second Demon Womb, Legend of the Demon Womb. Yeah,
Oh,
it's that
wow.
weird sort of like bug-like dude, and he has the Gatling penis thing going on. Yeah.
Y'all should see
Gatling
what that
dong.
face. He's like, I don't need that.
No
in my
bug
life."
dude. No
Yeah.
bug dude.
No, it's gnarly. It's like a cicada with 3 cocks. It's very disturbing.
Yeah. So, to a less hentai version, we're now moving on to number 7. At number 7, we have Ninja Scroll.
I absolutely respect that.
What can you say about Ninja Scroll?
Such solid animation.
This shit dropped at like the perfect time in our lives.
Right.
Like it happened right at like just the reaching adulthood and coming in and finding something as insane as this. Like it had a profound effect. Much like how I imagine it was for generation before us to get like kung fu films and like blaxploitation films and like these sort of like edgy, like violent movies and how it affected that generation. And then like for us, like this was kind of that for us. I was like, holy shit,
Mhm.
this is its own animal.
When
This
he's
shit's
drinking
wild.
the blood, oh my God. And, I was like, that's one way to get higher, like a high iron intake. Maybe he was
Mhm.
anemic.
Yeah, it was purely medicinal.
Yeah. You judge him, but you see his skin clearly.
He's calloused the hell. He needs some lotion. He needs.
It's the
Yeah,
Dry
Dracula
and
effect.
ashy.
Even when he's like sucking on the breath and he takes the whole thing in his mouth,
That's deep throating. That's not that's not
deep throating the
sucking. That's
breath.
deep
I'm
throating.
not saying that's the way it's supposed to happen, but
So
who
now
hasn't deep throated the breast?
I was getting the whole thing in there. All right. So now, Brian, besides the animation, what else about this put it above like Shippuden? You know what I mean? Like that's another martial arts anime. What made Ninja Scroll different for you?
All right, so there's a certain rock paper scissors aspect that's supposed to happen that happens in Shippuden. You get a lot of it here.
Yeah.
A lot of it happens here in terms of how to defeat the whoever he's going with at the time.
Sure.
And not just that, but the effects of it. You win like the big rock guy.
Yeah.
Well, he was defeated from within. That's
Mhm.
exactly how you should defeat somebody like that.
Yeah.
From within. And just the fights in here are not only are they iconic, they are well done.
Yeah.
They're well done. And even from when you first see Jubei walking and he does he slices the guy's hand off and keeps the rice ball in his hand. It's just so it's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's so fucking cool.
It is.
So yeah.
And it really does touch on a lot of the staples of old samurai movies, but it takes
Yes.
them and it ramps them up to the next level.
But not
Yeah.
just pushes them up. There's a believability about it.
Yeah.
I'm fighting a blind guy in the middle of a bamboo sword in the middle of a bamboo forest. You know what? Let me use that against him. I would do that shit. I don't give a fuck about your disabilities. Yes, I'm going to do the same type of shit.
all about equality,
Equal opportunity.
equal opportunity ass whippings.
These hands are rated E for everybody. At number 6, we have Food Wars.
That's one of my honorable mentions. He stole it.
So
Such a
just-
great show.
Now, guys, I have not watched Food Wars, so you got to walk me through it.
Okay, this is one of those shows you're watching it, and your parents would walk in at the exact wrong time and think you're totally watching something else.
My mom has done that to me 100% of the time that I watch the same thing.
It's basically Master Chef meets Dragon Ball Z.
Yes.
It sounds like Master Chef meets Iki Tosin.
That's probably
No,
better.
it gets insane. I would say, yeah, DBZ works.
But a lot of people don't know I am a barbecue aficionado. And not just barbecue, I love to cook. I sit here proudly, 300 pounds. But motherfucker, if you come to my house, you're going to get some food that's going to make you want to strip. So I relate to this one. And there's the challenges of everything that how he has to overcome his challenges.
Yeah.
It's not from some grand Gordon Ramsay Michelin solution. It really comes down to down home roots, and he's able to translate that to much bigger success. I love that about this, and they do it well in terms of how to prepare, just preparing meats and the things you have to do for it.
Yeah.
I just talk about this one a lot. I don't have to talk about it a lot because it's just number 6.
What's
But
nice
you had
is
a
that,
question?
if I remember correctly, in the manga, they actually give you the recipes.
That's nice.
And I have not only have I tried to recreate some of them, I have used the science behind some of these to put into my own dishes, and it works.
Nice.
It works.
All right.
At number 6,
Number 5.
5. At number 5, we have Naruto.
Oldie.
I actually put Naruto over Shippuden.
So this is definitely a conversation I want to have then. What's the difference? Like why?
All right.
Because you
In Naruto-
realize this is the equivalent of somebody picking Dragon Ball over Dragon Ball Z. So I want to
Right,
hear.
right.
I want to hear why.
Yeah, I'll be interested.
So we
That's
find
because they're
out
fighting dreamers.
Orange range. Orange range.
they make an
Right? They're orange
equation.
range.
They make an equation in Naruto in terms of hard work can overcome not only genius but jinx. And you go through the entire thing thinking that, only for them to completely take all of that away, ship it in. You know? So you're betraying the thing that got him and made him lovable in the first place. You know, it's where your protagonist has to use hard work. And then you find out, he's actually kind of a big deal. He's the fourth Hokage, and this man had a flee on sight order. And not only that, his mother was a Jinchuriki. I mean, they take away everything that they gave you in the first one, and they said that's not important. We're going to say that he is born with the tools to come out on top, and I don't like it. Like, for instance, the scene where Rock Lee is fighting Gaara is
that
by
was a
far
great
one
fight.
of the that bitch goes so hard.
That was a
So
DBZ
hard.
moment.
Right.
Mhm.
You know, but not only that, Rock Lee gets his leg broken or gets fucked up, has the surgery, and then comes back and beats the snot out of Kimimaro later. This could have been about Rock Lee and Naruto, and I would have been completely happy. Or Shikamaru, who doesn't have it. He's a genius, but he doesn't have the other things that he needs to be truly successful. But they do a great job of just breaking it down from it's hard work and working at one thing to the point. I'm not afraid of the person who knows 1,000 moves or practices 1,000 moves. I'm afraid of the person who practices one move 1,000 times. And that's where you get a Naruto. Just for them to throw that out and say, you know what? Maybe you do need a little bit of genes or geniuses to come in to do this. And this is why I put Naruto. Specifically, the Sasuke Retrieval arc, because these aren't the best shinobi we have, but they go in there and the music for that first one, for the opening scene for me, is in one of my playlists where I gotta hear that bitch if I'm getting hyped about something, because I don't feel like I'm a genius. I feel like I'm great at what I do, but I've had to work at a hard time, and that one just shows you. Between the cast who's taking the forefront in that arc,
Mhm.
I love it. I do love in Shippuden, they get a little bit more, they have a redo of the battle
Yeah.
between the retrieval arc protagonists, but it's still the same result, but they do it great here. They phenomenal here.
Love your description, Brian.
So you feel, so yeah, I was
Mhm.
just to paraphrase. So you feel like in Shippuden they do a disservice to a lot of the character building that happens in the first series.
Complete disservice.
Yeah.
Complete disservice.
All right.
So
Rock on.
But this is also a series that's plagued with, 50-something episodes at the end of just pure
Mhm.
filler.
Sure. Right. It's another
Yeah.
one of those that we need my Mr. Skin for filler.
yeah, especially like you know that feeling at the end of Lord of the Rings where it's like, motherfucker, you're done. After Return of the King,
Yeah.
you're supposed to be done. You just find out, oh no, we're actually showing them going back to the Shire. Oh no, they're not going back to the Shire. They're showing them go back to the elves after they went back to the Shire. Y'all could have just cut all that shit out and go straight to the elves.
Right?
That's fair.
That's what watching it in the Naruto Shippuden is like.
Gotcha. All right. I
At
dig it.
number 4,
Number 4.
we have Street Fighter.
Hell yeah. This is one of the first few episodes we recorded was covering Street Fighter 2.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
But the nostalgia that this has for me, it truly is unmatched from any of the other animes that I've had on this list.
Yeah.
Nostalgia-wise.
This set the bar for like fighting game anime.
It came out at a perfect time. It came out exactly when it needed to come out. It came out right at the height of Street Fighter 2's infamy. And
I remember from the game, from playing the game,
yeah.
I remember so many things about it. Like, for instance, for me, when Street Fighter 4 came out, the first person or Street Fighter 2, when the new challengers came in,
Yeah.
when that person came in, the first person I beat the game with was with Fei Long. So when I see Fei Long here kicking the shit out of Ryu, I'm like,
Yeah.
they're speaking to me, right?
Yeah. No, I hear that. It was done brilliantly. I mean, they handled it, especially considering when we covered it, we reviewed and found out the interesting difficulties that they had with it, that the director didn't even play video games. That he hired a production team that did, so to help him understand how to make it a better anime. Just clever touches like that. It's the best fighting game anime for a reason, right?
For
It
a
honors
reason.
it honors the
For a reason.
characters. It shows them doing their moves, which is incredibly important, as it turns out.
Yes.
You want to see the characters doing their moves.
Yeah, you didn't think you
And the
you
way
wouldn't
they
think
did it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
no cat assholes in this one either. So
Yeah, and just
Without a doubt.
man.
It took itself seriously, which is something that I think that all the other fighting game anime have failed to do. This took the characters. You know what this was this is like we had all those superhero movies that were campy and they were a little silly and they were a little over the top, and then Bryan Singer's first X-Men movie dropped, and it was like, oh my god, somebody's taking these characters seriously, because this could be absurd, heroes in yellow spandex and whatever, but we took those characters and he took those traumas and he took those and he turned them into wholly fleshed out characters that people were interested in learning about. And I feel like that's maybe what happened with Street Fighter 2, where other anime like Samurai Showdown or Art of Fighting or even the Fatal Fury movies, they let too much camp happen. They didn't take enough time to care about the characters. They just, here they are, they're going to do their move, they're going to do the fight, we're going to call it a day. This one, it gave you the payoff, right? Ken doesn't throw a dragon punch for like the first 20 minutes of this movie. When he does, you're like, holy shit, he laid T-Hawk on his ass. Like that's, it mattered. And when they did the moves, it mattered.
Not to mention that.
Yeah.
We also had this come out, and then we had the actual movie came out with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Robert.
What a contrast. Talking about yin and yang.
You're like, did you not watch the anime to see how you should have fucking done this?
Right? Yeah, you're not wrong.
One of the final battle between Ken Ryu and Bison, or Vega, if you will.
Yeah, if you will.
When they bring that into Street Fighter Alpha.
Yeah.
Oh, the dramatic battle?
It's beautiful. It's one of those brilliant things where art imitates itself. Like they inspired themselves.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Alpha, the whole visual of Alpha exists because of this anime. The Alpha games wouldn't exist if this anime hadn't come out.
And even then, they make them badass in that bit.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
So it had to be my top 10, but now that I'm in my top 5.
I respect that entirely.
Number 3, we get to the final 3 now. We have Gunbuster.
Absolutely.
Fire.
Now, this is one that has been on one of our lists already.
It has indeed.
And I don't have to talk too much about it, but I can say this. Technically speaking, it's perfection. It is perfection. Not only that, not only did they understand the assignment, they made sure that you understood the work as well.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it wasn't, and they held true to it. Something that happened in A happens in B and C and D, but more than that, the effects. Oh man. Like when she came to the realization that she wasn't going to see the coach again.
Yeah.
And how that fueled her to continue to say, you know what, coach might not be here again, but I'm going to make sure that the earth that he defended was going to be here. Man, it hits me to my core. You know, I'm in love with this one.
It is a space melodrama, but it's so well handled. I love the science fiction of it all. The science fiction in this is Star Trek level.
Right.
Like there's
like the writers did their homework.
Yeah, they paid attention.
It's anything. I would say it's higher than Star Trek. I would actually put it to like say Interstellar level.
There you go. I'll give you absolutely. That's a great correlation. The science fiction in this is Interstellar level, with how much they went in on it, and the impact
effects
of
of those costs. Oh my God! Just the time correlation between I'm stuck on the Earth and you're over here. I'm gonna age quicker than where you are in space. I was like, man, that makes perfect sense.
And did it decades before Interstellar ever came out. Like this pioneered that as a science fiction concept. It's as far as like, because I'd never seen it done in live action, like even in the Aliens movies, right? They go into cryo sleep, they wake up. It's like time dilation is never an issue, right? But this was the first thing I'd ever seen where it mattered and it had direct, absolute consequences for the characters. And it wasn't until Interstellar that I ever saw it again.
So like, I agree with that.
Like other shit, like again, Star Trek, they just warp speed. We're there. Hey guys, it's like been 5 minutes. What's up? And even like Stargate, they literally have instantaneous travel. None of the effects of that are ever felt. But in this, it's as close as I'd ever seen. It's the first time I'd ever seen it done. And the repercussions.
The cost of it? Like it actually hits you with, this is the cost of victory. Yeah. And it's time. And that matters. Time away. As a military man, being away from my family, that's one thing. But you can see when you're gone away for like months or a year, people are going to grow up. But what happens if you stay the same age and they grow up ahead of you?
Yeah, you age maybe a few months and, Everyone else is aged up 10, 15 years.
Yeah. It's crazy. And think of the inverse of that is that you're on Earth and your friend went to space and 20 years later they come back and it looks like they've been gone 3 days. And you're just like, what the fuck?
Just that feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're not even talking about just the space battles or anything, but the science fiction on this, it's yeah, I love it.
They put in the work. I particularly really liked how they played with scale in the sense of like they literally made Buster Machine number 3 was the planet Jupiter. It was a bomb made of the planet Jupiter.
Like when people died in this one, how they died is like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's not going to be in Rush Hour 3. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. I'm with you. To me, it's a masterclass in science fiction and anime. And of course, I can't sing enough praises about Haruhiko Mikimoto, probably one of my favorite character designers of all time. I think he's my favorite character designer of all time. So by far. So yeah, props all the way across the board. This is an excellent choice for your top 3.
Now, for number 2, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna tell you about number 2 first before I announce it.
Okay.
Number 2 is a manual for me. I'm speaking about Golden Boy.
That's 2 votes for Golden Boy.
Man.
I can tell you, the whole swim scene has happened to me in real life.
Where you drowned, or when you or if you like face planted.
The way he dropped. Look, so
you gotta be specific with the swim scene. It's either the poopy smash or the drowning.
Look, I will tell you, and I will admit to this for everybody here, and this is going to the cloud, so nobody can ever. I can't take this back. When I was in the military, I got a second job as a lifeguard, right? And I always considered myself an extremely great swimmer, right? And we were doing this one for our final certification where we had to jump in the water, swim, and it was basically a relay race that we were doing.
Yeah.
I jumped in the water and I started swimming, and I knew I was in the motherfucking lead. And I opened my eyes underwater and I realized I was dead last. And I took a deep breath of water at that time, realizing, saying, oh shit, took a deep breath. I was still underwater. And this part right here brings me to my fucking knees because I did this entire thing to the point where they thought they had to come and save me.
You panicked, you freaked out, and
you thought you were Phelps, and then it turned out you were Kintaro.
Right.
So,
oh my gosh.
When you say that this is a manual to you, expand on it.
I have my own imaginary notebook that I will say, and I write it in there saying, oh, this is very educational, and I will write down stuff. I could honestly say that other than like pirated software or anything like that, when I saw, Lynette can attest to this, when I saw this anime, we went to Comic-Con in Hampton, and I thought that I was going to lose my shit when I saw ND Geist. I was like, I got to buy this shit. But when I saw Golden Boy, Lynette, tell him
he ran over people. He ran them over. Like they did not exist. It was like they were at the shelf and then they were not at the shelf anymore, wondering how they teleported over. And he had grabbed it. He was like, nobody else can have this. And he went full on Gollum.
He had to go, obtain his precious.
And for me, it was, okay, we can go now. We've done everything we need to. We need to go home and watch this immediately. And the funny thing about it is,
It was 9 a.m.
when we got home, I popped it in there, and I didn't tell them that it was a manual to me,
Yeah.
but we popped it and we watched it, and he started going through Kentaro/Brian isms,
Yeah.
and you can see my wife look at me. You're like,
It's funny.
"You motherfucker!"
It's like the slow turn.
This is, I promise you, if I'm ever glitching or anything, watch this. There's a scene that's telling you how you need to reset me, and my whole MS-DOS is Golden Boy.
So is it do you have a favorite episode?
This one,
Swim one's your favorite episode.
just because it happened to me.
The thing is, I think is like, and what I said it in my top 10 is that this is like decoding men in general. Like
Absolutely.
and I feel like I might have misrepresented that. It is a decoder for men, but it's a decoder for men that I'd consider friends. Like these are the people that are in my social circles. These are the people that I consider, this is the anime benchmark by which I measure friendship. If I can share this anime with you and you laugh and you love it, we're going to be friends.
I'm not talking about laugh, though. It's not a chuckle. I'm talking tears.
Right.
Tears.
Yes.
Oh God. Yeah. I've had like, just sore from laughing watching
If
this
you
series
watch
multiple
this
times.
anime and you are aghast, I know we have nothing in common and you can
We're
leave
not
my
going to
house.
get along.
Like you just
Right.
need to go. Like we're not going to. And it's such
You
a
don't get to
difficult
enter
one.
that friend zone.
It's such a difficult one for me too, because I want to share it with the world, right? And it's just, you have to watch this. But at the same time, it's so precious to me that I cannot handle rejection of it. If I give it to somebody, they're like, that was shit, I'm gonna be like, oh my God.
It's like, get out.
We need to
Moving
find a
on.
way to. You might be on a missing poster. You don't leave.
It's like, that's it. Friendship over. You're never invited over again.
Because I was thinking about this. I talked to my wife after, I did my top 10 episode, and I told her what I said about this, and she's like, yeah, that's not like every guy. And I said, no, you know what? You're right. It isn't. There are plenty of guys I've met that would not vibe with this at all. And none of those people are my friends. And that is, I think that's the clear definer. This is my friendship benchmark anime. You watch this, we can be friends.
Absolutely.
You need to watch this. You
Yeah.
need to watch this for our friendship to go to the next level. I promise.
This anime is the line in the sand. This is the I will help you bury a body anime. Like, are we on the same
I'll
page?
give you that.
Are we on the
you
same
watch
page
Golden
with
Boy?
this?
Yes, I will help you
Tight.
dispose of that body.
Let's get rid of that body. Like
100%.
Yeah, I'm with you. That's absolutely how I feel about this anime. Yet ironically, neither of us put it in at number 1. You have a different number 1.
I have a different. My number 1 is Haikyuu.
You keep stealing mine. What is happening?
You'll have
We
your
are
turn,
through.
Lynette.
This is not fair.
Nah,
You get your turn.
I will say this. I have shed a tear on some animes.
Sure.
I have cried the most in this one. Just cried the most, laughed the most. All the human emotions that I have had in my life, I've had in this anime. From thinking I got some shit just to get sacked, or taking one of my literary figures is Grand Admiral Thrawn, right? And Grand Admiral Thrawn basically lived for the principle of, you think I'm an alien, but I'm going to take my alien ability and turn it from a negative to a positive. And this is something that is so pronounced in so many characters, not just on from Karasano, but across the board, and they translate it to not just to might, to mighty actions. I'm short, but guess what, motherfucker? I can jump. I'm left-handed, but in the world of right-handed people, I'm a fucking beast. There are so many things that people do in this where it is in this anime where they take either it takes what you think is a flaw and turns it into a superpower. You don't see that done successfully in most animes. But not just that, there's so many aspects of why you can watch this one, even to the commercial scenes where they're hitting over the bottle. You want to keep your eyes on it because of the fact that there's so many good ones, and it works or it doesn't work, or
even the eye catches keep me watching. Like most
right.
of the time I can skip an eye catch, I don't care. But this one, you're rooting for the character to succeed in a fucking eye catch.
They do a great job of humanizing so many people, and I guess because this is a slice of life anime, they do a great job of. Well, I do want my protagonist to win.
I'm also rooting for all of these other people.
Right.
So
So
there's a sportsmanship to it that it shows that it shows that sportsmanship nature of it. That these people, as mad as they are at each other, they're still in awe of each other.
right.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that they can do something awesome in one move and then make fun of them immediately after.
Yeah. It's powerful. This is a powerful anime. Again,
Yes.
when it was in mine, I was like, this made me want to play volleyball. I'm 6'3", and I never wanted to play volleyball before, not even with Top Gun. But this made me go do it.
Yeah, it made me want to watch volleyball. I can't say it made me want to play,
Oh,
but
it made me want to play. I rushed out to join a league, and I learned I suck, but I have so much fun doing it. Doesn't matter if I
Right.
suck.
Exactly.
So
And that's rare. That's rare because I do not do the physical activity, folks. That is not for me. But this
right.
this got me doing the physical activity.
Look, I can't tell you I watched Naruto and started doing hand signs doing grocery shop.
Careful what you do
I-
those, Brian.
I know people, but that's never been me. But God, man, they know how to freeze a moment.
There's so much to appreciate about what this anime does with such a simple premise.
And with the different ways that they do it,
Yeah.
Uh,
It's a war movie. It's a war movie, but it's about volleyball. It's like watching master generals strategize against each other in a war movie, but instead of bullets, they use volleyball.
It's a different kind of battle.
and
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Band of Brothers.
but we're not talking about the whole movie. It's out good. We're just talking about
No,
the
no.
volleyball scene.
Just the volleyball scene. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I can't speak high enough about it. This scene in particular right here, you see someone fall in love with it the way that Tsukushima does is so great. Because you spend what is it, like an entire almost 2 seasons with this kid, and he's
Yes.
just he's just such a dick. And when it finally clicks for him and he falls in love with it, you're screaming with him too. Like
There's so
Yeah.
many. Yeah. Haiku, it has to be at the top. It has to be at the top.
But Brian, have you seen any of the other sports anime out there, like Aim for the Ace and like?
I started watching. Yes, I have. Like Kuroko's basketball.
Sure.
Yep,
Yeah.
I've seen that.
I love that one, but it doesn't have.
What's it missing? Why is Haikyuu beating that out?
I think it's high. For me, it's the difference between Naruto and Shippuden.
Okay.
You know, Kuroko is all about genius. It's also about ability or natural talent and ability, and they've turned these and how people fight against that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's one thing. This one is about 6 people on the court and all the battles that they have to get all the way to 2 sets of vote. This one does it way better as opposed to they do a great job of in Kuroko, they do a great job of humanizing the NBA as opposed to making everybody struggle or to be able to play the game.
Yeah.
Prominent. This one does it better.
Lynette, are you the one that introduced him to this?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. I think I
Oh.
introduced him to Food Wars too.
Oh.
Yes, he did.
Oh my, Master Jedi here.
Yeah.
Steve's been
It's a shame most of my favorite animes are on the level of Clamp, which you guys will see when I do mine. But
I
See-
can't wait.
matter of fact, it is the effect that Haiku has had on me that when we decided that we were going to have do a podcast about this,
Yeah.
I knew Lynette needed to come.
Yeah. Without a doubt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah,
Best idea
She's
you've ever
big.
had.
yeah.
Brian's like,
can't-
let's not blow this out of proportion, Rick.
I am married. Look, I am married, and she does watch the show, so I can't say that. But but I can say, just like everybody else on this panel, you guys have helped, and it helped shape what I am. Even my love of hentai. It's not like I bought the hentai. You motherfuckers gave it to me.
Enablers.
know?
We are enablers.
Yeah, everybody, and this is a list of enablers because you guys understand and you guys get me. And that's how we got there to this list.
Is that now this list is going to be out there and everyone can understand you a little bit better.
I will say that this list is a love letter to you guys. Because I wouldn't be the anime fan I am if it wasn't for the effect that you guys had on me and the things that you guys have done and brought into my life. You guys have truly enriched my life. And I'm proud of everything that you guys have brought into my life except for Butt of That Punisher Girl. Part 1.
I am sorry about episode 2, okay?
But I don't think you guys know how much love I have for this genre, for this art form, because of the people that I get to talk about anime with this entire time. My family is better. I'm a better man. And the same way I would give a shout out to my fraternity or the military, I have to honor you guys and say, you guys did this, and I'm so happy you did. I'm so happy.
We're right back at you, buddy.
Yeah.
This wouldn't be the same without you. Well, Brian, thank you very much for sharing your top 10. I think it was fantastic. I can't wait for this episode to come out and so everybody else can appreciate it as well. And we're going to get back to a couple episodes of some anime, and then we'll give someone else a shot and see what they got cooking. So, yeah.
I'm so excited. I know we're wrapping up right now.
Yeah.
I have never publicly said this type of I'm telling you, I'm about to go in.
All right.
I'm letting you know now.
All right.
So if you have kids and you're trying to put them to sleep, you might want to turn the volumes down on this part.
That's going to do it for our show today. So until next time, keep calm. And
shit, girl, again. I've always wanted to do that.
You've just been privy to the mindless midlife musings of the anime nerd, presented by Geek Grotto. For show notes and corrections, or for general geeky fun, you can visit our website at geek-grotto.com. If you're listening to us on your favorite podcast app, please like, follow, and subscribe.